6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking right, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A quick throw complete to Chark. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ready? Keep it up. Check.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Cuts it out to the side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Good run, man.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's see what you got. Hey, Delta. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. Rip right. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Hey! Pass. 41.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
As I said.
The Cards go
hey,
nickel,
TJ,
an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd
when
down.
when you got the YouTube page and all the Madden sites that say the glitch in this year's jump is motherfuckers running the cover 2, cover 3 jump, either in 3-4 or 4-3, and they pinch their cornerbacks in. The graphics make the cornerbacks cover a certain area anyway. They pinch their cornerbacks in, and then they hover in the middle of the field with the linebacker or the safety. And you get 1 or 2 seconds to throw the ball, no matter what lineup you in.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved.
That's fine when you say that. When you look at the channels and you see the same plays that all these dudes have the 30, 50, 30, 40 sacks or quick pressure, the ones that do it great got the 30, 40 sack guys. They never play the D-line. And no matter what their D lineman is, they always get instant pressure. They run the same shit over and over again. I roll out 5 wide receivers, and somebody putting 4 linebackers out there. That's not a glitch. That's not cheesy, right? I can't say that that's cheesy.
Get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
4 linebackers against 5 wide receivers. I wait, and they call a cover 2 or cover 3. And they pinch their cornerbacks in. And they hover the middle of the field with the safety or the fucking linebacker. And they can stop, run. And it actually, one of the YouTube Jones says, stop, run, and pass with this simple defense. And they run step by step to do it. And exactly all these dudes in all these leagues that do it, they do the exact same motion. The exact same motion, bro. But that's crime.
3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot.
I understand why you would think that's crime, TJ. You kind of got it, never won anything or did anything real. So any advantage you get, you with it.
Strategic football and
it's good to you. That's why when that Odell Beckham shit, that's all you did was run vertical. And as soon as they stopped that,
and making sure they
you start crying. Come on, dog. Cut that shit out, man. Y'all niggas funny, boy. Y'all funny as hell. But such is life. You won't hear me say nothing else about it. I just had to make sure my point was clear so you couldn't misconstrue what I was saying.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But great defense though, bro. No bullshit.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Protein spill. Get it.
They'll try and run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins. On
I ain't running. He knows I'm probably
Good spot
running.
On the field to go
he
for
came out and they covered too.
Land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short.
Run
I'm
defense.
just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field
but I'm tripping.
Might give you a
I'm tripping calling that a glitch.
Might be too far for the field
my bad.
goal,
I said I wasn't
so
going to say that.
So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally,
I apologize.
If you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a
I'm
head
sorry,
coach,
fellas, that didn't come here for that. I just don't like CJ.
To go ahead and go for it
when he talked that dumb
anyway.
shit. So I apologize. Y'all shouldn't have to hear that.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, my bad. Let me sub my own guy that came back when the dude was hurt. 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit the button, bro. I'm good. That's right. Let's do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Let me guess.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Good defense.
But we just saw a great
that
example.
That big nigga tried to break every one of them motherfucking tackles. Oh,
He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Yeah. I know that's right, youngin. I know that's right, youngin.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Thank you.
25, check 25. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Good shit, boy. Good shit, boy. Good shit. Good shit.
Good pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
There it is.
And they're going to mark knock him
Good
down
defense.
short,
There it
maybe
is.
by
Good
about
defense,
a
brother.
yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Corey Coleman back deep to return.
Ooh.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the
Hey,
sidelines.
so I ain't never seen nobody almost block
and
a
it's out of
punt, though.
bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He
Oh.
says out at the 8-yard line.
That was
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
That's a good call right
It
there.
winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman.
So I feel like you're in my playbook, man. You watching this junk on YouTube? I need to call my Jones quicker. I think my screen's sitting up there too long. Good shit though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now time will be called here.
Oh
We've
my
got an
God,
injured
nigga,
Redskin
you
down
just
the
came
field.
back.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
It's your first game in the motherfucker, man. That nigga's a China doll, Joe.
3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, Haywood.
Choose the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 2. Mike 2.
Now back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Lord have mercy, shorty.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 6. Into a
God
double
damn,
team,
bro.
and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Pass the, and now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Good D, man.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What else you add this time?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
Choose the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Go.
2. Mike 2. Let's set a tone, fella. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch 17.
Move.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Here we go on second and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Switch.
Brings up third.
61. Matchbox lights. Big river.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Second and 5. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53.
No.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Boy. No fucking boy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
Get it.
2nd and 10. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Team 6. Team 6.
2, Mike, 2. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Don't get nervous.
Yeah. No changes.
And again, this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam, slam, slam. Shit.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Down. 50. Plant.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come on, boy. Come on.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Get him, boys!
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Greystone, travel. Now.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch tight. Tight is right. You got 3.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Bird, you trying to piss me off, man. Fury Wilder fight. I could dig it. I ain't doing nothing to keep you from talking that wild shit.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Oh, my
and he'll
God.
be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a give this time to the tailback. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Damn, a hell of a move, big boy.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's caught by Bryant. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
At the 46-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Hey, Charlie.
Got 4 down. 4 down.
Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, Delta.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Good game, chump. I came in and kicked my ass. Can't deny that.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the 2nd half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Coming to you, coming to you.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. It was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Lord.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Matthews, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the